12 years after giving birth to his child, woman meets her boyfriend. Many people are searching for love, whether they are openly looking for a partner or going with the flow hoping that the universe blesses them with someone who speaks their language. It's a journey many embark on in their lives. One woman shares her epic story of how she found her person. Jessica Scher revealed a story that unfolded over 12 years. In one of the most exciting plots you've ever heard, here's how one woman found the love of her life years after anonymously giving birth to his child. Years ago, Jessica Scher was in a same-sex relationship, and the couple really wanted to have children. Of course, doing so wouldn't be an easy task for the couple, but it was something they had always dreamed about. Ever since we'd met, we had dreamed about having kids together, Scher said. We decided on 4, and together we chose their names. The next step was more difficult. The two of them had come up with ideas on how to build their family. It's no secret that 2 women can't conceive a child on their own, so Scher looked for a donor. That's when Jessica's girlfriend at the time suggested her brother-in-law. Thanks to a gay and lesbian legal rights course Jessica took, she knew that route would be tricky due to how the courts operated in situations like these. According to Jessica, when birth moms died, children were removed from their homes to be placed with men they barely knew. Thankfully, the couple discovered the golden ticket. All it took was a little faith and persistence, and the 2 lucky ladies discovered a way to have their child without any wild stipulations. Luckily, we discovered a sperm bank that shipped right to our home, where the anonymous donors signed paperwork that legally barred them from ever seeking custody of the children they helped create, Scher said. If it weren't for this specific bank, what occurred might not have ever happened. The girls decided that Jessica would be the one to carry the first baby since she was writing her doctoral dissertation at home. The donor was also matched to Jessica's partner, average height and weight, brown hair, and liked sports. The process of getting pregnant at home was interesting. Jessica called it a home science experiment that she took very seriously. Getting every last sperm as close to the egg as possible became a solemn monthly ritual, Scher revealed. I would inseminate twice, just to cover the entire possible window an egg might be waiting. In about 7 months' time, Jessica finally became pregnant with her first child. The couple told Jessica's grandparents that they were thrilled about it. The couple named their first child Alice. They gave little thought to the donor. Jessica's wife did not like the idea of Alice meeting him. My wife was particularly hostile to the idea of ever letting our children know him. She felt that love made a family, and I agreed, Jessica commented. 18 months later, Jessica's wife would give birth to Alice's sister. Due to the couple agreeing on using the same sperm donor, it almost became a little game to figure out the features that the girls shared. Both girls shared plenty of traits, Jessica began. Knowing how my wife and I looked as children, it became a fun pastime to pick out the characteristics only the girls shared. They were both extraordinarily tall, not average height. Both had electric eyes that looked like emeralds underwater and impeccable vocabularies. No one could say for sure how a relationship will work. There are ups and downs that no one can predict, no matter how well the partnership is going. That's why when the girls grew to be 1 and 3 years old, Jessica's wife wanted to split. There had been no conflict in our family, so I was shocked and heartbroken, Jessica said. She said she did not want to talk about it and there was nothing I could do to repair our marriage. Jessica would continue taking care of their daughters for 5 days a week over the next few years. Not only was the shock of her wife leaving still lingering, but things also became more complicated when Alice turned 10 years old. Her past partner ended all contact with Alice and also refused to return their younger daughter after a vacation. Sadly, that still remains the case today. Alice spends her days dreaming of the sister she was raised with and who she is afraid she will never see again, Scher said. Thankfully, Alice was a little bit more mature than other children her age. She understood the fine line between family and genetics. Still, she remained curious about her background. Although Alice knew that parenting alone isn't what makes a family, her curiosity began to take over. However, Alice wondered where her ancestors came from, Jessica revealed, wanting to know what her genetic heritage was. Alice requested a DNA testing kit from her grandmother for Christmas when she was 11 years old. It's not often you hear about an 11-year-old requesting a DNA test, but Alice's background is very different from others. Upon requesting the test from her grandmother, the results came back 8 weeks later. I clicked on the DNA relatives section of the site, not thinking anything would come of it, Jessica said. But the first thing I read was Aaron Long, 50%, father. Bryce Gallo, 25%, half-brother, was right behind. What could this information mean for little Alice? After discovering that information, Jessica immediately started to hunt for Aaron Long. We aren't saying everyone would have done the same, but most in Jessica's situation would want to find the answers as well. Jessica began searching through social networks for clues. There were tons of Aaron Longs in the world, so the hunt wasn't easy. Eventually, Jessica managed to narrow down the search and found an Aaron Long that lived in Seattle, and he was in the correct age range. Jessica Scher started using all the clues that she had on her side to help find this man. The sperm vial listed the date of donation in 1994, so that helped her narrow down college and graduation years. Only one person popped up in the correct age range with that name. On another social media site, I discovered a Seattleite named Aaron Long with the correct workplace and with photos of each of his school portraits through the years, Jessica shared. There was no doubt, my daughters make that stupid face. Upon finding the correct Aaron Long, Jessica quickly sent a well-thought-out message for him to read on the DNA testing site. She tried to get his attention with the curiosity approach. This is what Jessica sent as her message to Aaron. Hi Aaron, I actually have 2 daughters who'd match you. My ex has my youngest daughter, she's not on the DNA testing site. If you're interested in trading family photos, etc., we're available. There was no waiting for a response from Aaron. The sperm donor replied back almost immediately. He gave Jessica details that she had already uncovered thanks to her snooping. That's when he asked if she had any questions for him. I asked if he was the shortest person in his family, Jessica said. I already knew the answer. He was. This interaction began what would be the start of an interesting future relationship no one saw coming. The DNA results revealed Alice's half-brother was Bryce Gallo. This discovery led to Jessica messaging Bryce as well, hoping for a response from another relative. Would she get another response that would help Alice understand her background? Bryce replied to Jessica as well. He told me he found Maddie, a 19-year-old half-sister, and had also been in touch with other parents, Jessica revealed. He said there were a total of 6 children from Aaron, and that mine were number 7 and 8. At this point, there was a lot going on. Jessica just found out that Alice has more than just her sister she calls as her sibling. Alice just found out who her real dad was. Bryce also just found out about a new little sister. With so much to learn, Bryce and Maddie made plans to go to Seattle to visit Aaron. Alice was interested to see whether the siblings and Aaron resembled her. Jessica said about Alice, I agreed to let her take part. Due to Alice's desire to go take part in this unusual family reunion in Seattle, she quickly discovered that she has caring siblings out there. Bryce, Maddie, and Alice went out for dinner and played many games together. BBC Stories wrote, the trip was a success, with everyone getting on well, but Jessica was conscious that while Aaron was an important person for the children, he wasn't someone who should necessarily be a part of her life. Things with the children looked to be fine, but as far as the parents went, it wasn't as smooth. It's not like sparks would fly immediately once Aaron and Jessica met. This is especially true because Jessica was already seeing a different Aaron. During their vacation, Aaron Long flirted a little bit with Jessica, but she respected her current relationship. That changed once that relationship stopped. When my relationship with old Aaron ended, I found myself wondering if my child's person could also be my person, and if Seattle was a place for us to land while we figured it out, Jessica revealed. Once Aaron and Jessica met up again when she was single, the levels of attraction changed. Life works in mysterious ways. After spending time together and having some deep conversations, it didn't take long for Jessica to realize it. I already knew he was just like the people I love more than anyone else in the world, Jessica said. He was already family in some ways. His smirk and his coloring are those of my youngest daughter. His empathy and socialism, my eldest. In the summer of 2017, Jessica and Alice made the move to Seattle to live in Aaron's home. In the spring of 2018, Maddie ended up joining them as well to make an even bigger family. Jessica's heart only became bigger after the move. I quickly discovered that as a mom, I would gladly take any of our new half-siblings right inside, make them lunch, do their laundry, and take care of them forever, Jessica said.